Alrighty, what's up guys? I just got this package in the mail. I figured I'd do a live unboxing because I'm not entirely sure what this video is going to be, whether it's a video review or a tutorial or some sort of vlog. But, you know, in any case, I figured I could start fresh with the actual unboxing. So UPS just dropped this package off on my doorstep. So a frequent place that I look for sneakers, aside from the usual eBay and online retailers, is Mercari and Poshmark. So I'm actually surprised that this person double boxed it, especially at $35. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already or yet. But I got these things for 35 bucks. Looking at it, it's a Nike Dunk High, suggested retail price 85 bucks in the red mahogany, white, and red mahogany colorway. Yeah, I'm taking a look. This box is pretty pristine from being from 2011, which is great. Paper is still intact. Uppers are in great condition. Let's see. Insole Nike is still visible. So the only thing that I saw via pictures that was, or I guess the flaw, were these dirty outsoles. Yeah, there's very minimal star loss. Other than the bottom is being super dirty, this could be a very solid pickup for 35 bucks. I'm gonna take a deeper look and maybe get some shots of how they look as they sit. Alrighty, another day, another pickup, and probably one of the more interesting boxes I've ever received when it comes to sneakers. I know people recycle boxes all the time, but here is one that is something that I didn't expect. So we're gonna try to do this first person unboxing right here. I don't know how this is gonna work. Come on. A little bit of background on this purchase too, if you couldn't tell by the shipping label. I got these from Poshmark, and I got them pretty cheaply, and it's sort of like an Easter egg of a pickup. I mean, you'll see it in the title, it's a pair of Dunks. These things, I believe, are from 2012. The condition of these are essentially brand new, never worn. So let's get to it. Some the stuff in there. Person had some tape to seal it off. Nike Dunk High. Wolf Gray, white, and cool gray. Suggested retail price of $85. So, have a few of these sportswear boxes. I love this era. It just reminds me of high school. I've mentioned it plenty of times in the videos before, but probably a pair of Dunks that no one has ever seen before, and if you did, you probably saw it sitting on shelves on sale. These are an Easter egg of a Dunk, and I don't mean that they're super rare or anything. I don't think anyone was really batting an eye at these back in the day, but it's more so just having a brand new pair, dead stock, never worn Dunk from, 9 years ago now? Just seeing it in 2021, especially now in the middle of the Dunk craze. So let's fully take a look at these things, and I'll pick up the camera in a bit. So we've moved into the studio now to get a better look at these things, and if I didn't mention it earlier, I got both of these pairs super cheap. I got this red mahogany pair in gently worn condition for only $35 from a seller on Mercari. They cleaned up super nicely, with the only flaw really being the dirty outsoles, which I mentioned earlier. Other than that, the insole graphic and everything was intact. They even came with cardboard inserts, which was a nice addition. So these things cleaned up super nicely and ended up being a great pair. And then moving over to this gray pair, I got them brand new in dead stock, never worn condition from a seller on Poshmark for $80. I had some credit in my Poshmark account, so I paid way less than that. All things considered, I think that's an absolute steal for both these pairs, especially considering how inflated the Dunk market is right now. Had this been a few years ago though, might have been a different story, and I probably could have gotten these things for even cheaper. Both of these pairs came out in May of 2012 as general release Nike Sportswear Dunks, and it's worth noting that they aren't SB Dunks for those of you that are new to the Dunk game. Some sneaker websites were saying that these were part of a Denim pack, which released alongside 2 other pairs for a total of 4 within that pack. And they primarily call it a denim pack because of the material at the back half of the sneaker, but in taking a look at it and even feeling it, it's more of a canvas to me. Regardless of what the material is, you'll notice it's tinted a little bit to match the upper leather material on each sneaker. This denim or canvas or whatever it really is, material is whatever in terms of quality. I don't think it's like a leather or a suede material that you can really feel a noticeable difference between the touch and the feel and the look of it. But if we're talking about the leather material on here, it's a bit deceiving to me. If you look at it on camera, it looks pretty nice, pretty plush, and soft to the touch. However, it's quite the opposite. It's pretty rigid and pretty stiff. If you notice that mahogany pair, it's been worn a bit now by me and the previous owner, and it's broken in quite nicely, but this new gray pair, the materials just need to be broken in at this point. I expect the leather uppers on here to be a synthetic one with a sort of tumbled finish on top of it. They also do kind of feel like the leather on Jordan 1 mids of today. It's an odd comparison since these shoes are like 9 years old now, but coming from similar warehouses, I don't expect that to be a crazy thought. I do find the quality of materials to be passable though, and when you consider what was coming out of Nike factories in 2012, it's pretty on brand for the time. The rest of the details on these sneakers though are pretty much standard Nike sportswear dunk stuff, starting with the white smooth leather at the Nike swoosh, a complementary colored inner lining and nylon tongue, and at the top of the tongue is a tongue tag with a contrast color which matches the laces on here. I'm not the biggest fan of the lace colors on here, it's a little boyish to me. I think both these pairs would have looked better with a complementary mahogany and gray pair of laces or even a generic white set. But speaking of white though, these things have a matching monochromed white midsole and outsole combination. The insoles on here are a standard foam one, and they're just reflective of the sneaker technology on here. It's a very basic cushioning, and it's not the most comfortable thing that I've ever worn. They're lifestyle sneakers and suitable for everyday wear though, so don't get it twisted. They aren't the most comfortable, but they are comfortable enough to be worn all day. Sizing on these things is interesting. I have a pair in my true 9.5, and then the other one being in a 10. This era of brown box Nike sportswear dunks to me run a bit snug, so the 9.5 is generally snug around the toes, and I can confirm that via my other pairs of dunks. So for me, I find a size 10, again in this era of Nike sportswear dunks, to be my true size, but going to my true 9.5 isn't bad either. So if you couldn't tell by my recent catalog of videos, you'll know that I've been picking up a slew of Nike dunks, both sportswear and SB ones, both modern and of the past. As much as I've been picking them up for resale and retail prices, it's always exciting to find these things for a bargain. Not to be a gatekeeper here, but good deals on dunks were never this hard to come by. But hype does trump all and drives the market. But also, who am I to talk? Because I'm out here participating in the dunk hype and probably driving up these prices myself. So in my opinion though, if you're going back and grabbing old pairs of sneakers, I think dunks are a great hold in your collection. Unlike an Air Max or a Jordan Retro whose foam midsoles will eventually crack and crumble over time, the worst I've seen with dunks to happen is just minor sole separation, and in extreme circumstances, the soles get dried out and start to crack. They are sneakers after all, and materials do tend to break down over time as well, so something like these 2011 dunks that I've had for a long while now, the uppers are starting to crumble as well, so just keep that in mind. In general, if you want to find some good deals on dunks, here are some quick tips. One is to save a bunch of searches, whether it's on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Grailed. Just have a few saved searches and check them very often. And if you're looking that often, be ready to jump on deals as soon as you see them. But also don't be bummed out if you miss out on a deal at hand. There are plenty of deals to come down the road, it's just a matter of patience. And the biggest thing too, don't be scared to pass on deals if they're too good to be true. To me, it's better to miss out on a sneaker deal in exchange for, getting scammed or burned by a seller. But anyway, that's all for this one. Let me know what you think about both of these pairs in the comment section below. Did I get a good deal on both these pairs? Would you rock these dunks? Let's chat about it in the comments. If you like content like this, let me know by dropping a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you aren't already. I'm sitting on a bunch of sneakers and have a lot of videos in the queue, so seeing the numbers rise helps keep me on track in making these videos. Beyond that, also be sure to follow me on Instagram as I'm sharing posts like this and this well in advance before these sneaker videos do release on my YouTube channel. But that's all for now though. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you all in the next video.